Hi, welcome back to Compa University. This is Dave, and we're on to section 8.4 tips on developing a report. So report means a relationship. Relationship with your followers, relationship with your merchants, the suppliers, basically with your business partners, with the teachers, with the different group owners. Well, it is selling online on live streaming is a really big business. And as you expand, like you see different levels of people coming to join your team, and this is why learning how to develop a good relationship is really important. And this lesson is especial. It will be especially useful for people who not only just like a live streamer, like a live streaming uh, influencer themselves, but also they're looking to expand the team, looking to manage and to manage different people. So there's an old saying that if you don't know marketing on internet, you will fail. So what happened is, do you have so because we all know that developing sales channel is the way to achieve success on for internet business, and this is why in any stage of your business career, like you will have you will need to work with different types of people, and this is why learning how to establish a good relationship is very important. So difference between marketing and sales. So usually people thought that these two terms are kind of similar, right? Like it isn't like it's just the same as sales, right? Like you need to find people where you can sell your products to, right? Well, marketing is kind of more like an abstract term, like it's a kind of like a higher level. So marketing itself is a strategy, is also a system. It's basically a system that you develop so that you can have a plan uh, to 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 facilitate how you can sell your products. So sales itself is more like an action, like so um so basically is part of marketing. So marketing for your business is like the whole system, is the whole universe, and sales itself is basically is just part of it. Is to basically uh, like selling your products to your buyers. So the three parts we want to discuss is the verbal communication. So how do you talk to the different types of people to establish the relationship? Also, eight types of statements and how you can attract your targets. So when it comes to your verbal communication, so usually what happens, the one important overarching goal is just basically either you do what your buyers request for you, like if there's a problem, then basically you go and ask them how they want to get the problem fixed. What's like a perfect solution for them? What's the for them? What's the idea on the proper way of fixing a problem? And and also imagine that you were in the shoes of your buyers, and kind of think about what is difficult for them, like what makes them feel that buying things from you is actually difficult, like and also if you can find the difficulties, like there's any pain points, then that what that real also really means is that it presents an opportunity that if you can get resolve the pain points, um, then you can also like get them to buy from you. So basically, resolving the problems means that the chance of them buying from you is higher. So think about these three main questions, what is your buyer, why are they resisting from buying from you, like why are they hesitating, like there must be some things that they think is fishy, right? Like, oh, if I buy from, from this group or from this guy, like why do I feel uncomfortable? Is it because, that I don't really trust, the post sale service? What happens if they don't refund me the money back? Or, oh, you know what? It's just a lot easier to do it to buy from a physical store. Or, you know what? The online shopping thing seems to be too complicated. Okay, I've, they've never done it, but they just think from the get go that it's difficult. So, and also, so basically, you just have to really find out what makes it difficult. And if you can solve those problems, then it only means that the chance of them buying from you is higher. And what are they exactly looking for? Like, obviously, we want good quality, right? We want obviously at a great price, and and so what exactly would, because if you find out what they're looking for, that also means that it becomes an advantage for you, that they are more likely to buy from you instead of buying from other people. So also, what's the purpose of the talk? Like, say if you talk to them and you try to find out about why they don't buy from you, then try to understand like why are you, like why are you interested in finding that out? Is that's because you want to increase, you want them to buy from you, right? So yeah, so get that clear out. So so changing backgrounds, so start talking about bad, then change to good, and instill the value of no worries. So what that really means is, at the beginning, maybe there's a problem. Okay, so we start from bad, right? And then what you can do is, when you explain to them about their worries, like then basically you explain to them why there's a chance that, like it will become better. And then and better, and then you tell them, what, there's actually no worries, like if you buy from us, because we have a very good refund policy. Like when you ship the products back to us, like there's no shipping fees on that. Getting refunds is like really quick. So because of that, like there's really no worries, like like that, you don't lose anything. You only get to benefit, mainly because of the great coupons that we offer to you. Like if you go out 50, like you can get it for like $60 versus if you use our coupons, it's like like two for 29.99, or like just like one for almost like a fraction of the price. You can't beat that. You can only gain from buying from our group. So this is why you have to explain to them clearly why, how from bad to better, and then from better to no worries. And also behavioral background, like try to um, provide suggestions and create a plan, monitor what the buyers shall do. So so basically, observe the behavior. Like if they tell you, oh, you know what, like I joined these kind of groups before, like well, then have they really used them? How is your group different from them? And don't get discouraged, because like because like you can always like give suggestions on, oh, you know what, like our group are actually different from the other groups that you have joined, mainly because of this and that, like great coupons, there's basically no liabilities, like, and quick refund policy. And because of that, like it makes it like a lot more trustworthy. Also a great background. So also like try to like so also like try to like so you sometimes like people, some representatives can tell you, oh, like your commission, is lower than other people. If I work for other people, like I get a higher commission. Or like, oh, we don't have time to work for you because they need to raise a baby and there's no time for them to sell for you. Well, basically, it's all up to you, like, because it's not just you trying to get people, it's a mutual relationship, right? Like, if they want to make a good living for the families, like they have to sacrifice, they have to sacrifice. So it's not so much about you trying to get them, it's also them, trying to, like benefit from your opportunity too. So there's really no, there shouldn't be like, like say, just you trying to get them. So the eight statements, what problems do you have? Have you finished your questions? These problems are serious. If I resolve your problem, are you willing to buy? So basically, these are the questions that you can use on your buyers. Like, first you understand what kind of problems they have, and then you understand if these are the only problems they have, or is that the complete picture. And are these problems really like a serious issue? Because some people they have even issues on things that are literally not as important. And you have to know, you have to be able to tell what's serious problems and what's not. And if you can solve that problem, does that mean the chance of them buying from you is higher? Um, yeah, because let's face it, like even though sometimes even you resolve that problem, like there's still a chance that they may not buy from you, right? But you can only do the best you can. Do you want me to solve your problem? And last but not least, like, do you trust me? Well, most of the time, if you're able to help people uh, to sincerely solve a problem, it is typically true that people, they uh, they remember you for that. Because nowadays, it is really true that it's not easy to get like very good quality service. So this is why if you can do a great job compared with your competitors, chances are you stand out. People remember you. Like I can give you an example. Like say, I do online banking, and what happened is every time I try to call up my bank, like it seems like like it's really hard to find people who truly care about what you want. Truly care about what you worry about, and basically, like they just use like the generic responses to really just like respond to you, even if at the end, at the end like you don't really get your problem solved, like they don't seem to care. And this is exactly the thing we want to avoid, because you have to understand, at the end of the day, you're building a business, so. And and lots of the people who got hired by big companies, they don't really care, they're just there to collect like a monthly salary, so this is why it's a conflict of interest. Like, like, are you getting people who really look at it as your own business? Do you pay them like fair enough for them to really care? And I can tell you, like, when I really truly find one person like um on the phone like who helped me on the online banking, like I remember I was so happy because that person really tried to help me, you know, like is it was like he just knew from the get-go what I really wanted, and obviously like he was there to try to really, you know, make sure that you solve all the problems, like so to encounter someone like that, like, you know, even in real life situation is very hard. So that is why if you can, you know, provide like a really good service, you truly care, people can feel it, and then yeah, they remember you for that. So when people, so this is the difference between people who can make money and people who cannot. People who can make money, like they really find ways to solve the problems. So attracting your target. So we know that if you have values and uh, and if you have like great products and also when you approach people, like you slowly you know, bring about the contents, then this is how you can attract your targets. You know, they obviously they care about what value you can bring to them, right? And for the product itself or the service, like what, how does that benefit them? Like they have to know clearly, right? And also when you approach them, approach your potential buyers, like try to say it out in a very simple way to basically get them to know your intent. So think like the buyer and listen to them, you know, and be very patient. And also so management level shall know personality. So basically like if you manage people, like you shall know you know, like the personalities of different people, like so that you can is so that you can find a way to work with them. So you're working hard on just a job or on growth. So basically there's when we talk about working hard, like there are different things, right? Like are you really working on growing yourself, or you just you know, working hard just on a job, but essentially that job doesn't really do you anything good. Sometimes you know, like you're just wasting your efforts if your direction is not right. So make sure that when you're doing something, your direction is right, and yeah, this is the key to success. So today we talk about like how to develop relationship with people, and so when your team gets big, like it becomes really important to know about the personalities of different people. um yeah, so thank you. This is a Compalocus University. I'm Dave, and hope you stay tuned on our next lessons.